motherfucking morning, motherfucking base. Good motherfucking morning, ladies. How y'all doing today? This was beautiful of what say you? Wednesdays or Thursdays? Wednesday, I think. Yes. We good? Chillin'? Gucci? Tamaguchi? Yes, Tamaguchi. Eating egg fried rice right now. Right now. I got rejected again. When does the Forsen sub buff kick in? The key is letting her know that you're a Forsen sub. If you don't mention it, first thing you do, how is she supposed to know? Man, come on. Don't be silly. My GF watches a drag reality show and I watch you on laptop. Wow, my GF watches drag reality shows too. But I'm not a laptop cock, so we almost had enough in common to have a little friendly chat. Anything cool, fresh, new, exciting happening in the world today? No. Boy I was interested in was taken. Yes. I have been for quite a long time. But it's not applied on the tier 3 sub-only streams, of course.
-20, I guess.
Hey Seb.
Yeah.
I was watching a Forsen but where you wore a nice button-down shirt on stream. Looked so cute on you. Think you could wear it again for me in chat?
Yeah, I mean laundry day comes around every now and then.
Also play some Forsen again.
No, I don't think so. Warzone can suck my asshole. That's the real Warzone. Sorry, been trying to make a viral Jonah Hill found dead thing IRL for 15 years. What? The fuck did I just read? Alright. I learned how to use Adobe After Effects. Now I can make a GIF emote. A GIF emote. Very well. It's always good to learn new things. Whether or not it comes into practical use. You still train your brain, which is an important asset for your well-being. NHL List, 1 Fuji, Ice X, Hertech 2G, Jake the Donk, Ito Zegrik, Latroth Giovanni sold you, Alcoholic Gorilla and Bergman. Thank you boys, welcome back, welcome back. Indeed. It's GIF, not GIF. Your mother is just... Shut the fuck up, man. Alright, let's see here. We got some links. We got some Linkos. Tekken. I had some horror games prepared. Some horror games. I'm kinda tired. I had to get up early. 7 a.m. waking up in the morning. Same one Anomaly game. No, I don't think they look like that, but I don't know. I can't even get through the trailer anymore with these little games. I just click. That way it's a giga surprise. Yeah. Like a scratch-off ticket. There's a possibility that it's gonna be good, but most likely it will suck fucking dick. But it's still exciting to find out, right? Yeah. Alright, let's see here.
Within the past couple years, I have become very convinced that hell is a place that most people are going to enjoy. Most people out there, they want to go to hell. Okay, they might not believe in hell. You might not believe in hell. But I want to argue that hell is a place that most people actually want. They are not just headed there, they want to be there. It is the best thing that could possibly happen to them. And in fact, those of you who are atheists, you're going to be like, wow, we need something like hell. That sounds like a really good idea. Now let me explain. Now I'm not talking about hell is good because it it punishes people I don't like. That's not what I'm talking about. Here's really what I'm talking about. There's a part of human psychology, and it's not in all humans, but it's in many humans, the ones that need to be in hell, that they want to suffer. Okay, there's like something, this is hard for me to explain, but let me give you just a minor example. I'll give you a couple examples.
Please do.
Now, in cryptocurrency, there are these people called no-coiners. All right, no-coiners. What's a no-coiner? Now, a no-coiner, some people define that as anyone who doesn't have Bitcoin. But really, the no-coiner identity is someone who doesn't have cryptocurrency and is extremely aggressive about it. Like a no-coiner, your characteristic, like your archetypical no-coiner would be someone who has known about Bitcoin since it was less than $10. And they hate the idea of it. They don't even really know how it works. Maybe they do, but they hate that people have gotten extremely rich on Bitcoin. They don't like anything that cryptocurrency does. They hate, well, it's not even like a reasoned argument. What I mean is there's a certain type of people, when they see something good, they just reflexively, they just hate it. There's something wells up inside of them. Maybe it's jealousy. Maybe it's, I don't really know. I don't really know what goes on in these people's head. But there are many people who see something great and good, and this isn't about Bitcoin, but just in general, there are many people who see something like that, and they're repulsed by it. They hate that idea. And for them, it's very important they don't like those kind of temptations. They don't like good things. They don't like having the choice of being able to decide between something good and bad. They like wallowing in despair. They don't just like being poor, but they want to make sure that everyone else who's not poor is suffering, right? You know, let's say taxes. Okay, like in America, like we don't.
I mean, I'm not surprised this guy, this pseudo-intellectual is a Bitcoin tard, but no one wants to suffer. Everyone wants to be happy. The only reason people self-pity is because they're already suffering, and it is the natural coping mechanism to make you feel something better than the internal suffer every now and then. This guy is so dumb.
We don't really need taxes. Like, we could
Holy
finance everything
fuck.
with our debt anyway. We're going into debt anyway. So the government could just not have taxes and we'd be fine. But the reason that taxes exist is because there's a segment of the electorate that is run by this kind of sadism. Like, they have to see that it's not just that they want to be poor, they want to see other people suffering. Like, that is that is a part of their psychology, okay? And this is something that I realized in my life, like that these people exist. Not just that they exist, they might even be a majority of people, frankly. I realized this when I was in graduate school, okay? Because I was around this new type of person, like your I guess your career grad student who's not really interested in what they're studying. They're not interested in academia. They don't want to be professors, right? They are interested in, well, first off, they're in grad school because that's like the path of least resistance. You just keep going to school because you don't have anything else to do. But, these kind of people, every assignment they had, they liked wallowing in despair. They didn't actually want to accomplish things. They're not driven by success. They're not driven by, being proud of their work. They're driven by, like, this kind of sordid, like, self-pity that they really enjoy. They like it. And they like being able to complain. They like being able to complain to other people. They like suffering. They find enjoyment in suffering, okay? Now, all of this is
I am suffering right now. Lasers have no hitbox. He clearly stepped in all of that. But cosmetic fucking shit. Christians believe this shit. however, the boss with the most fucking special effects I've seen so far. Okay, motherfucker. %. I wish I didn't.
あなたたち日本のリーダーは？
おい、モモ。
I'm Keith Jackson。よろしくね。
1号生筆頭剣桃太郎。楽しくやろうぜ。俺にも挨拶させてくれ、キース。ミックコングだ、よろしくな。俺はおめえたちが大嫌いだぜ。
ほう、熱の入った握手してるな。
握手というのは強く握れば握るほど友情の証となる。コングのやつもう突っかかってやがるぜ。なんとか言ったらどうだ。そうか、苦しくてそれどころじゃねえかい。日本のことわざにこういうのがある。後悔先に立たず。何言ってやがる。てめえの手を一生使えなくしてやるぜ。他人の家へ来てでかい口叩くやつは長生きできねえ。おお、感極まってのたうちもありながら喜んでおるぞ。日米友好めでたいよってな。コングのバカがこいつらに舐められおって。スーパーポリスアカデミーか。とんでもない留学生が来たようだぜ。
Alright. Eto Segrik, thank you for the sub, man. Welcome. Mia Ruffle, A-Caps, Hazan Rodi, Forsen is, I'm your #1 fan. Haunted Mythos and Radar, welcome back.
George Galloway is one of quite a few people today saying Ken Livingstone talked about the facts. Why do you believe it was anti-Semitic?
Well, George expressed it, as ever, far better than Ken Livingstone. George said, Zionism and Nazism are two sides of the same coin. Now, that is clearly not true. Nazism was intended to destroy the Jewish people. That was his intention. The problem is that people use anti-Zionism to conceal their anti-Semitism. You say you're anti-Zionist, well, what you're really saying is you're against the existence of the State of Israel. If you don't want Israel to exist, that is clearly anti-Semitic. It's not a kind of vaguely nice opinion. It's actually a very bad opinion.
George Galloway?
No, Zionism and Israel are political constructs. If you were for the downfall of the Soviet Union, John was, that didn't mean you hated Russian people. In fact, you could say it meant the opposite, that you wanted to liberate the Russian people from the political system under which they lived. Ken Livingstone doesn't have a racist bone in his body. In fact, he'd still be the mayor of London if he hadn't gone out on a limb on anti-racist causes over and over again. We cannot allow this conflation. It's dangerous for everybody. Being against Israel is not being against Jews. Many Jews are against Israel. You've just had one on the screen, Lenny Brunner.
Do you accept that you can be anti-Israel without being anti-Semitic, or do you believe that's the lie?
The question is not about whether you're for or against Israel. People actually conflate the Israeli state, the Israeli government, actions of the settlers, the actions of Likud, the statements of Benjamin Netanyahu. people who don't want Israel to exist, among whom are a very large number of people on the ultra-left. I don't say George is one of those, but there are people for whom anti-Zionism is a shield behind which they march. They call Israel a country with its own Supreme Court that fines against its own government. They call that an apartheid state.
Do you accept that some people do that?
There are some. The anti-Semitism exists. It's always existed. The Daily Mail used to fund it.
But that this is a on the left problem, in particular, that some people hide behind being, anti, Israel when they are in fact.
Well, there may be some, though I have to tell you in all honesty, I've never met one, and Ken Livingstone certainly isn't one, and neither is Jeremy Corbyn or John McDonnell. This is a synthetic argument that's being generated here. It's a smoke.
But it's about offence, isn't it? It's about saying, things that people find deeply hurtful.
Well, they've seized on legitimate anxieties amongst Jewish people and hurt feelings and exploited it.
But what was his need to bring it up? I mean, why mention Hitler in that answer yesterday?
Oh, it's something to do with his age. I reference the Second World War all the time. It was our finest hour, the defeat of fascism, the greatest victory of the 20th century, and so on. These are perhaps age-related points.
John McTurnan?
It was an absurd thing to say. It was as if to say, we don't really object to Hitler's earlier work when he seemed to be pro-Zionist, but a bit later he went mad. I mean, Hitler was a racist and anti-Semite throughout his entire career.
Of course.
To name him, to try to defend Naz Shah, to try to defend the Labour Party from accusations of an anti-Semitic crisis inside the party, is not just silly. It's actually Ken showing he probably should no longer contribute to public debate.
I mean, George Galloway, John McTurnan quoted you actually earlier. I mean, you had said Nazism and Zionism were two sides of the same coin.
Well, they actually did mint a coin to use in the program, the Havara program, to ship Jews out of Germany. Here's the point.
But do you think that some people might take offence to that?
No, Zionism and Nazism, for a brief period of time, cooperated to get Jews out of Germany because both of them believed that Jews should not be in Germany. The Zionists believed they should be in Palestine for one set of reasons, and the Nazis believed
but
it
to say
for
Hitler
an entirely...
supported Zionism is surely a perversion. Zionism was about liberating Jews from persecution.
It's not, look, the Zionists were not Nazis, and the Nazis were not Zionists. And
All right. Not sugar free. Jam. All right. We're not going for the truck.
Stop with this spaceman thing.
Are you saying you want to lodge a complaint with Star Command?
Oh, okay. Ooh, well, so you want to do it the hard way, huh?
Don't even think about it, cowboy.
Oh, yeah? Tough guy?
How dare you open a spaceman's helmet on an uncharted planet? My eyeballs could have been sucked from their sockets.
You actually think you're the Buzz Lightyear? Hey, guys, look! It's the real Buzz Lightyear!
You're mocking me, aren't you?
Oh, no. Buzz, look, an alien!
Where?
Alright. I think we've seen enough. The Hung, thank you for 6 years. Old viewer, older Forsen, less than 3. Thank you, man. Not really cool over the tier 351 months. Since you played June, is there actually a chance that you would try Victor? Feels bad, man. Bro, one OP character is enough for me. Enough for me. Pezzo da Meza, Grand Shine, Crash, Cascaduke, Jane, Stig, Mick9, and Adam Baum. Thank you, ladies. Welcome back. Alright, ladies. We have some little games. Ooh, wait a second. 1 second. It might have been fucked up. It might be scuffed. Okay. Beige kiwi, I think for 7. I have to. Fuck my asshole. No. Why did I do that? Okay. Sure. Alright. That will have to do. Alright. Tiny problem. Fuck it. Alright, we're not allowed to scream because someone is taking a nap. But we only had horror games. That's a big problem. Maybe this one. Not a baby. What do I look like? Fucking sheep? Alright. Let's see here. What's this shit called? Content warning.